don't know, Leroy. I don't know. Hey, have you heard of this film called Hold the Sun?
Yeah, I have. It's a local film by these two local directors, Laura and David. Really interesting.
It looks really cool. I heard it's really beautiful.
I wonder if they would come in for an interview.
It's a film that really centers around three women. They're all queer women of varying ages and races, but it's kind of like centered around their lives and kind of their internal loneliness, and then kind of their struggle and their ability to kind of push past that and see the world around them and experience the world around them.
And they're all really quirky characters. One's a taxidermist, the other is a painter, but then you find out she paints paint by number. And then there's a travel writer who writes about these adventures, but she never leaves her house. And then, not to give it away, but in the end she leaves her house. So it's like these little victories for the characters.
So our film is actually has an all-women cast, and we actually went to great lengths to make sure that the cast was made up exclusively of women. And I don't think it was necessarily like a political statement or that was really pushing us towards that. It was more just trying to create this world where these characters existed that I guess maybe was maybe a little bit different to the audience. Maybe they're experiencing it and they don't necessarily understand or comprehend initially that there's no men there, but just that something about this environment is different.
So the film has an animal theme running through it, and one thing we were thinking about is sort of the nature of the characters and expressing that through animals.
To add to that, I think one of the sort of undercurrents of the film is also sort of this idea of urbanity and urban living, and how we as humans have sort of like congregated in these sort of big urban spaces that are sort of devoid of nature and have kind of lost a connection to our rootedness with the earth. And I think the characters at least some of the characters in some ways, go back to those roots, either through, painting pictures of animals or reenacting animals or acting as animals I think it's through that connection back to nature that these characters are sort of able to find themselves and sort of escape the prison of the city around them.
So I'd say we tapped into a bunch of communities that were really helpful. San Francisco Art Institute, certainly there were a lot of artists there and resources, and we had a lot of support from people there, and also queer community. We posted all over Craigslist, and then I went into dance clubs and handed out flyers, and was like, we're making this, this queer movie, come be part of it. And so many people in San Francisco, came to be part of it.
It wasn't just the cast itself that was predominantly queer, but actually a lot of the crew was as well. And so that was like a really great experience, and to be able to work with these people who, weren't just into the technical aspects of it, but were actually into what we were trying to achieve with the film. So that was really great.